welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Deacons, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Wake Deacons offense will go to work first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. He wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Works the middle of the field. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. So Florida State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the years, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Oh, he's got a chance. Wide open spaces. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Claiborne. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Deacons are rolling down the field. Direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Good timing on the quick out. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over West Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments, and those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Deacons in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Sends it back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Here's the pressure. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Deacons will punt this one away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Extending the play. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Seminoles want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The Noles will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, and you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Calls his own number. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense lining up quickly. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He's looking deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Robinson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football, and how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run.
And the Deacons just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Oh, better look out. Jukes his way for more.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Deacons are on the move. Now on the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. And he'll be brought down. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. That'll be enough for the first down, and now at the 15-yard line. And the Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. It's a running room. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks. Whether they rush 4, 5, or 6, time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The screen, he's got wheels, and he'll be brought down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Finds a tight end down the gut. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Demon Deacons, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking down the middle. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Vic. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And the beatdown has ensued.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. On the move.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Webster. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the ground, it's Claiborne. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Deacons can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the Deacons pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Deacons line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep, finding open areas. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. To the air on second down. Quarterback moving. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged on the outside, it's Mays. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And the Deacons are stopped, but not before getting the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Claiborne. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Under fire. And the timing just a hair off. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They kick it away on 4th down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got a lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll ride Davis here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright, and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The short hands. It's Pittman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back's got it. Touchdown, Noles! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And, man, this thing looked like it was going the other way. How about this 4th quarter, man? What a swing of momentum. You throw up the goose egg, putting multiple touchdown drives together and taking the lead. What an exciting 4th quarter.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And the offense tries to take matters into their own hands. Like, down one, I want the two-point conversion. I want to take the lead. Now, the defense is going to have to come up big, try to get them the football back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what.